Hey friends, I'm back. Yesterday was a little bit of a nightmare for me with my internet in and out all day long. So hopefully it stays. I don't know. Don't know what's going on with our world lately. It's a little crazy. So how is everybody? Happy Tuesday. I was not able to go live last night. I got focused on all of my paperwork, and I just needed to keep head down, keep plugging along, because I have a long list of everything that has to be accomplished before I go. And I really would like all of it to be done by tomorrow night so that Thursday is not so stressful. I actually get my hair done on Thursday night. So even though it's not quite time yet. So, anyways, hi, hello. Sorry about yesterday. Um, I would get internet and then it would go out. Get internet and go out. I actually had problems just even printing out our orders, our Etsy orders and our Shopify orders. I had to catch it when the internet was there and then quickly just print them out, and then we really lucked out and were able to print out our shipping labels. So anyways, we do have a sale going on. If you guys didn't know, I did not get that posted on Friday, but it is up there now and it will run through the end of this month. Okay, so through the 30th. We were just going to do it a week, but since we kind of messed things up, we're going to extend it till the 30th. And I do have good news. Guess what? Tara's not moving. Yay. So it just didn't work out. They're gonna have to work it out with their neighbors. You know, I told you there's issues with the neighbors and him being creepy. They're just gonna have to work that out. So anyways, I wish I could go work it out for them. How is everybody? We're gonna do this cute little farmhouse tiered tray and we're gonna put it on our little bench. Okay, so super duper cute. I'm so excited. There is a new bench. I haven't posted it yet, but there's one that has like little scalloped edges. It is super duper cute. Can I say the word cute enough times? I'm just happy to be back. I'm just happy to be here and be able to craft with you guys. I miss creating. Like, I didn't pick up a paintbrush yesterday at all, and I'm like, I'm having withdrawals. And I need to do all my videos still. So just a lot going on in my life, but I did get things packed this weekend, which is great. And I need to make sure that I'm live. So let me do that. Go ahead and say hello. If you're out there watching, let me put you down to the project. And guess what? I got to see one of the puppies yesterday. One of let's see. I'm going to turn this around, but now I got to turn everything. One of Sophie's puppies. So Oreo, I got to see him yesterday. He is so big. He is bigger than her. He's actually bigger than Riley. And he's so fluffy. He is just the most adorable little puppy. Oh my gosh. So one of my crafter friends, April, she got Oreo, and oops, come on, Darlene. And she is one of my crafters at my recent craft show. So she had to come and pick up her check. And so she brought him to visit. Oh my gosh. And the dogs, they just loved it. They loved being able to see him. He is just the sweetest little boy. He really is. Let me go ahead and say hello so I know that you're watching. I'm going to comments. I'm going to share this to VIP group. Yesterday I thought I was live and I was talking, and no, I wasn't live. So I had like 10 minutes of nothing. Like, oh my goodness. I'm just happy it connected. I miss you guys when I can't. You know what? I think that it's preparing me for when I go to Africa, because honestly, guys, we are going to an area that is so remote and is not going to have any well, we're not going to have internet access at our place that we're staying at. As far as I know, we're going to have almost no internet, and then, well, almost no electricity. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think maybe I'm just getting prepared for that, where yesterday I couldn't go live. Okay. Sharing to VIP group. Come on, Darlene. And then I'll read comments. So how is everybody? Hi, Sherry, Harold. Oh, let me scooch back. Let me go to the very top. Hi, Laura. How are you? Good morning. Hi, Karen. Hi, Betty. Hi, Holly. Good morning, Janine. Hi, Lynn. How are you? I think I owe you pictures of last month's kit. I need to email that to you. I saw that come through. I think I was at the craft show. No, Shopify sales should just be automatic. When you get to your cart, it should already be there. So 25% off of everything except for monthly kits, of course. And then, of course, the painted stuff, we have one more day on that. I'm going to pull that and I'll get it in my shed so it's out of Tara's way because those boxes are currently in the middle of the shipping area. So, hi, Cheryl. How are you? I know I'm excited that Tara's staying. Yeah, because they went and looked at houses this weekend. It's not the right time for them to move. They're going to be staying. So, hi, Sherry. Hi, Lori. Hi, Darlene Barr. Good morning, Bridget. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Pam. Hi, Julie. Oh, let me put myself up in the corner so that I am actually here with you guys. And, go to that corner. Whenever I have to redo everything, it always, okay, there we go. There's that. Let me see if I can find a picture of Oreo. Maybe it's saved to my phone. He is just so darn cute, guys. Oh my gosh. Let me see if it uploaded. It did. He's big. Okay, I have a picture of me and him. Don't look at the mess behind me. But this is Oreo. Oh my gosh. Oreo pie is what she calls him. Where are you? There you are. Isn't he just the cutest? Oh my goodness, he just turned out to be just the sweetest little boy. So there's Oreo. There's another cute one that I have that with Tara. So let me get to that. Here's with Tara. And then he is so big. So just to show you how big he is, he was standing up by my bar stool. And let's see, that's not the one I want. Let me go back. Right behind my friend. So here's a picture of how tall he is. It's kind of cute because you can measure him with how a bar stool. This is a bar stool, and his head is the tall bar stools. Look how tall he is. He can get things off her counter. He just the cutest. I did not get another dog. No. Did not. This is one of Sophie's puppies came to visit me yesterday. Yeah. So anyways, one of Sophie's puppies, and I have pictures. They were so excited. It's funny. They didn't really play with him. They didn't know what to do. There's just, and he was kind of shy. There's just so many dogs. Here's him and all of them. Sorry, I have to one more picture. So here's some of the other dogs, and they're all sniffing him, and he's like being all shy. But anyways, yep, he came to visit. Super fun. I love it. Okay, and put myself back in the corner. Okay, let's paint. I know, isn't he just so cute? Oh my goodness. Adorable. Just the sweetest little boy. Okay, let's get painting. I'm gonna move my chair up because I can't see very good. Yeah, Melissa. So he was one of the biggest puppies. Melissa helped me birth the puppies. He was one of the largest ones that was born, and he has grown and grown and grown, and I think he's the biggest now. So he's 28 pounds, which is big we thought these dogs were going to be like our little Shih Tzus that are 12 to 15 pounds. Nope. Surprise, mama. Okay, bring it in my board. Oh my goodness. And I have some stuff stuck to it. Let me get that off of there. We're going to paint today. We're going to make this cute farmhouse type tiered tray set. Okay, I do have to mix my blues. I could not find the perfect blue. I need to go to the store and see what blues they have out there, but I don't think they have a country blue like I want. So I'm going to be mixing my colors. I know, they're just so crazy, huh? I'm Melissa. So I thought I was thinking back of of when they were all born, and Tara pulled out her phone. She's like, I have pictures. Not of when they were born, but when they were just puppies. And they're just so cute. They were just the sweetest little puppies. Boy, oh boy, was it a crazy time. You know, it just was meant to be. All the puppies just went to really good homes. Tara has Snoopy, and he's just adorable. Snoopy looks like Snoopy still. It's actually a picture of Snoopy. Let me see if I can show you a picture of Snoopy. Now we're showing pictures. So his face needs trimmed. I'm going to show you one more picture, guys, if it will upload. It's just so funny. Okay, so this is Snoopy, and she can't get him to let her trim his face. Isn't he just adorable? So she's going to have to actually give him sedation medication. She trims him herself. And the vet did give her sedation medication because he gets all nervous. So yeah, she's going to have to sedate him. It's just that, I don't know. So my dogs used to have it. They haven't had it for a while. Okay, put myself back. Sorry, it's picture time. It's just a picture day today. Okay, isn't he just so sweet? That is Snoopy. So that one Tara has. Okay, I'm trying to get all of my pieces off of here. There's a lot. There's a lot of little pieces. Oops, let's get all the quilt pieces off. All right, where do I want to put this? Okay, and then I have a little garland. And there's little chickens on it. Chick, chick here, and a chick, chick there. Here, chick there, chick everywhere, chick, chick. Okay. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. It has a lot of pieces. There's a lot of little pieces. Tara's going to hate me. She's going to hate me when you guys order this because there's lots of little pieces that could get lost in the laser. The laser bed has like a grid, and when you cut, the pieces sometimes fall down in it. It's not fun. It's not fun. So, okay, get all the pieces out, and then let's start painting. Okay, I'm gonna move this down. I can move it down one row. I wasn't sure how far up I needed to go, and there's my head. So I know he's so big. He's such a big boy. Okay, where am I? Who am I? Okay, let me go smaller so that we can start painting. Oh my gosh, guys, it just was crazy yesterday how I could not get the internet to work. I tried and tried and tried and tried for almost 2 hours to get it to work. And then I was like, I don't have time to paint. Okay, so our paint colors, we're gonna, here's our basic paint colors, and then we have to do our blues. So our blues are gonna be mixed. I wish that I had enough of this. Okay, so Moody Blue is kind of the blue I'm going for, and then I need a lighter blue than this for the, so I'm going to be mixing colors a little bit. I need more of this, and I don't think I have enough. Maybe I do. I need to go to the store and grab, it actually is about the right color. I want a blue jean color though. I'm actually out of my blue jean color. I used it for something. But this is my color palette, and then a darker blue also. But this darker blue is not the right blue. So we're going to be mixing colors. Okay. So I have Moody Blue, I have Marigold, I have Deep Burgundy, and Light Buttermilk. And then I do have, I took Royal Navy, but I'm going to lighten it up just barely. Okay. So let's paint all of our red. So our Deep Burgundy, let's do this. You know, it's funny because I thought yesterday when the puppies came out, when Oreo came over, that Sophie might run away because she's really shy. But she was, oh, guess what? It wasn't shook up. I'm gonna spread this, I'll dry it, and then I'll shake the bottle really good. See how it just has the oil part? Yeah. Don't do that. Shake up your paint. This paint is probably a couple years old, and it needs to really good. Really good. Okay. So I have couple more days, and then I am heading out. And I'm really grateful that my husband actually does not work on Friday. So it'll be real easy for him to take me to the airport. No stress. No stress. Sometimes I have to get there at like 3:30 in the morning or 4 o'clock because he has to be to work at 4:30. So I don't have to be there quite that early. I do like to be there. I still like to be there 2 hours early. This flight is just into, my first flight on Friday is into Chicago. And believe me, I probably will be sleeping most of the way because it's very typical for me the night before I fly to not sleep at all. I worry that I'm not going to wake up. So I just don't even sleep. So anybody else like that? Or am I the only weirdo that just doesn't like to sleep before they're traveling? I might be the only weirdo out there. Okay, I wanted to make sure that it was all stirred up. So I put some in my little palette dish there. Okay, mucho better. Mucho better. Yeah, I worry that I'm not gonna wake up to my alarm because lately I haven't been hearing my alarm. I think it's because I just get into such a deep sleep with my CPAP machine now. And guess what, guys? I did purchase a backup battery after we found out that we probably wouldn't have our cells or our electricity a lot of the time. Rolling blackouts are very common there. And we probably won't have electricity many, many nights when we get back. We're probably just going to be in the dark with just our lights, with our Watts of Love lights, just like the villagers. We will be like them, and I need to have a backup battery for my CPAP machine. So during the day when there is electricity, it will be plugged in. We'll have a converter, and it will be charging. It'll be plugged in, it'll be charging so that I'll be able to use it at night. It actually will last for 2 days once it's fully charged. Okay, so this is deep burgundy. And what else? Got all my hearts. And that's all that is deep burgundy. Okay, gonna put this to the side. So how is everybody? How was your day yesterday? Tell me about your day. Yesterday was Monday. Mondays are always crazy around here. I don't know about you guys, but I tell you, my Mondays are cray-cray, and yesterday was even more so because it was craft show check pickup day at my house. Okay, I'm shaking all these now. Light buttermilk. Okay, let's do all our light buttermilk. Okay, so, and I'll put some in here too. Make it easy for me. Light buttermilk. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Good morning. I made it. Yay. So yeah, yesterday, Monday is catch up on paperwork. Orders from the weekend for Etsy always pile up because I don't work weekends anymore. I used to work weekends and I'm like, why? They can just wait. The orders don't have to go out the same day. People, sometimes they expect them to, but guess what? You also need to have time off, Darlene. I tell myself, you need to have time off. You do. You don't need to work every single day. Because I always did. I was like, as soon as an order got in there, I wanted to make it and get it out. No, it can sit there for another day. All right. So chickens. So this is light buttermilk. And let's see the words. Farmhouse. I love this. This is going to be so cute. I do want to do an area at my craft show with cows, pigs, chickens because that's big in my area. My area here, they love stuff like that. So it's still popular. I know some places it's not, but it is here. So, okay, I'm looking at my cheat sheet. Oh, I also need a brown. Okay, so I'll have to get that out. I didn't get everything out that I needed. Of course not, because, that's the way we roll. Okay, so these are light buttermilk and the chickens are light. Okay, perfect. All right. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself to make sure that you know what you're doing. Sometimes. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? I made it through yesterday. The check pickup day. It's just a little crazy around my house because my dogs are like, somebody's here. No, oh no, they're just getting something and then they're gone. Every time that somebody comes up to the door, that they would see them and they would bark and they're like, oh, someone's here, Mom. No, oh, they're gone. So you would think they'd be used to it because I do get a lot of Amazon deliveries. Okay, the barn is actually light buttermilk. You would think the barn would be red, but it's only accented in red. So it is light buttermilk. And I do want some of my little lines to show through. So I'm probably not going to put a second coat. I probably kind of want it to just be a little bit sheer. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. All right, there's that. I'm just happy I could go live today. You don't know how happy it makes me. It's really hard. It's like, okay, now I'm having withdrawals because I can't go live. Okay, let me find my brown that I need. I need my burnt umber, and then I have to water it down. Something like that. Either that or espresso will work too. Okay, so I'm going to water it down. I need a little tray. So I need to do that for the doors and the windows. Okay. All right. Let's do that. And then my blues. So, yellow. Okay. Got yellow. Marigold. We're going to use marigold. You can use any yellow that you have. Honestly, guys, you can substitute colors. You don't have to do the same that I do. It's merely a suggestion. It doesn't mean that you have to run out and grab every paint color that you don't have that I'm using, unless you absolutely want to have it. I don't like people to spend more money on things that they're not going to use. If you're not going to use the colors again and you can't get it for a good price, don't buy it. I mean, I buy a lot of my paint when it's on sale for 99 cents. I always try to save money. I don't like to spend money on, I don't like to pay full price on anything. Honestly, I just don't. Okay, shaking my marigold up. Getting it shook up really, really good. Okay, so marigold, this. Let me see. What things? These guys. And the little squares. Okay, perfect. I know what I need to do. So yellow. So you could use deep ochre. You could use antique gold. Whatever yellows that you have that you want to use are perfectly fine. All right. So what has everybody been creating lately? Do you have your new Peanuts transfers yet? Did they arrive? I got mine. We did something last week, and then I did just get all the rest of my order. I ordered some extras. If I thought that possibly things might sell out, so I did order some extras just in case. I did not want to be in the same position as last time where things sold out and no one got anything. But they did order extras this time. They learned their lesson. They knew that they were very popular. They don't want them to sell out. It'd be nice, but selling out is not good because then people are upset. We don't like people to be upset. Okay, this one's yellow also. Let's see. This is yellow. Okay. And then these guys are yellow. Okay, so then we have blues. So we'll have our okay, for the chicken, this is yellow. Okay, so hello. There's a lot of yellow on here. Yellow, a lot more yellow than I thought there was. Okay, and then we have some blue. So there's some blue accents. So let's do our blues. And we'll have to mix our dark blue because it's too dark. Is there going to be Seasons of the Heart this year? Yes. Seasons of the Heart is in November this year. Okay. I can probably tell you the date. So it's in Escondido where it was last year. So we had it last year. It's in Escondido at the Arts Center. And it worked out really good last year. it will probably never ever be back at the fairgrounds because they aren't willing, the fairgrounds is not willing to have us there. But I can give you the date on the Seasons of the Heart. Let me just find that for you. I just sent my application in yesterday. I am thinking that I know it offhand, but let's see, the 14th and 15th. Yeah, November 14th, 15th is Seasons of the Heart. So yeah, it's not that Blended doesn't want to have it at the fairgrounds, but they're not willing to have us there. So that's unfortunately. Okay, so Moody Blue, I think it's going to be the blue I want, but guess what? I'm going to put it into a small palette dish because I am not 100% sure it's going to be the right color. We might be mixing colors, so I'm going to just grab instead of putting it in here, I'm going to put it on here first. I only need a small amount of this color. It's going to be these guys here and then this, and that's all the blue. But okay, it looks good. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, there's hardly any at all, like about that much. That's it. I might have to take off the lid because there is a lump there. Let's see what I can get. So this here, so Moody Blue. I wanted a nice country blue. Okay, I need to go to the store and look again. I could not find one. Or look online. So maybe I need to go to the Deco Art website and see what nice colors. This Moody Blue is a great blue. And then I need a dark blue, but not as dark as I have right there. I just didn't have the right one. So maybe what I'll do is I'll take, that blue is good. I need to save this. There's probably like a tiny bit in there. I'll set that to the side. Are you going to do any cutouts for the Peanuts transfer? Yes, I am doing. I'm going to do cutouts for almost all of that. I didn't have time this weekend. I'm trying to squeeze everything in. I keep adding things to my list going, oh yeah, Darlene, you forgot you needed to do this. I'm trying not to commit to too many things before I leave because it will literally just exhaust me. And then when I get there, I'm not going to be worth anything. Okay, so I'm going to put like just a drop of, this is Royal Navy. I need to just barely lighten it up. I'm putting just a tiny drop of light buttermilk in there. Let's see what it gets us. Let me see. Let me see what it gets us. I just want it just barely lighter. Okay, that's probably perfect. And I don't need a ton of it. Let me mix it really good. Probably what's in my brush is going to be enough. Usually with the blue, I just need one coat, but maybe I'll need two. We'll see. Okay, stay. Don't move. Okay. All right, I'm hoping there's going to be enough in my brush to put a second coat because it's not covering all the way. I need new tape in here. I don't have new tape with me. I would have redone the whole thing. Tomorrow I will. And we're going to do, I need to do some t-shirts. I need to do some Peanuts t-shirts. There's so many things I want to do. And then I'm going to be gone. So I need to get some videos made. Okay, there's our blue. I'm hoping there's going to be enough in here to do a second coat. Let's dry everything and let's do our second coats on what we need to do. Some of the things we won't do second coats. Some of the things we'll do a really light second coat. See, like the barn, I'm loving it the way it is. I'm not going to do a second coat on the barn. I kind of like the way this is here. I'm feeling like my light buttermilk, except for my chickens, are going to be fine. So I don't need to do second coats on everything. All right. Oh. My red, definitely. I love this red though. I wish they had a red that was just called Barn Red. You know, why don't they have one called Barn Red? Don't we need one? Okay, so second coat's deep burgundy. Okay, so second coats of our deep burgundy. Oh my goodness, guys. So I weighed my suitcase. I had all my clothes in there, and I was like, okay, well, I needed a dress. We do have one nice dinner that we do. Trying to take clothes for something like that is really hard because it's going to be wrinkled really bad by the time it gets there, no matter what you put. Even if it's like polyester, it seems like it's still, just being put into the suitcase and going such a long distance. Things don't fare well. I found a really cute dress. I may end up having to iron it if they have an iron. I don't know if they will. And you can't take a steamer because that's probably drawing too much electricity off the grid. Anyways, I found a cute dress that's just like a pullover type cotton dress. And I got that, but I washed it, and I'm hoping that it turns out okay. It says washing cold and then line dry. Like, who line dries their stuff nowadays? Do any of you guys line dry your clothes? Because I don't have a clothesline. I know my mom, when we were growing up, that's what we used. Even in the winter, we would go out, we'd trudge through the snow, and we'd put our clothes out and hope that it dried and didn't just freeze. She's like, I hope it warms up enough so the clothes will dry. I remember that. Okay, so these I'm just going to leave that color. I just want my chickens to be more solid, so I'm doing them a second coat. And then whatever needs to be done, a second coat. I feel like the yellow is pretty good. I feel like this yellow covered really nicely. I just needed to touch that up. Okay, do our second coat of Moody Blue. It actually is looking really good. Let me just see if I just have enough in my brush. That Moody Blue is actually a pretty good country blue. You can mix your own though, guys. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to mix your own colors. I'm actually going to have to mix just a little bit more of this because it wasn't quite enough. You line dry most anything but a clothing rack. Oh, nice. Nice. Now, I wish I had a basement. Here in California, we don't have basements. Betty says you put clothes out in the sun to dry every time you do line. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I wish that we don't have a backyard for that. So it would be nice. It would be nice if I did. Okay, so I'm mixing up just a touch more. Yes, line dry in the summer. Nice. How are you, Holly? Roll your clothes. That's what I did. I rolled my clothes. That I always use that method. And then I have the pods. So I rolled all the clothes and then I put all the rolls of the clothes in pods. Those little zip up ones. So that's nice so that you can move them around. You can move a whole section out. Like this is all the underwear and socks and bras. Which you bring enough, but you don't, what you can wash. We can wash stuff but there may not be water because I definitely took enough socks and underwear to change. And then I remember we would get home and we'd be so sweaty that every day we were washing our bras. So you always want an extra bra and they dry pretty quickly over there. So yeah, I know TMI, but as far as the other clothing, I needed my Watts of Love t-shirts because I'm not sure that they'll have the correct size for me. And then I know which ones fit. And then I did get a couple of Africa skirts on my own because the ones that they have don't necessarily tie nicely around me because I'm a little bit more round than some people. I have a little bit more booty to cover and I don't want it hanging out. And then I got biker shorts that I like the capri ones that go down over my knees. So I got I don't have a ton of clothes, but in my bag that had clothes and shoes and all of that kind of my toiletries, I have all that in one bag. I was 10 pounds under. You guys, that never happens to me. 10 pounds under the 50-pound weight. So that was a really good thing. I was happy about that because usually I'm having to move stuff. Now, my suitcase that's smaller than that, that probably could be a carry-on, but it's not going to be because it has food in it and you can't take the liquid stuff onto the plane. That's probably going to be right at 50 pounds. Spray clothes with a bit of water and then shake the ring. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm thinking that. Probably will end up doing that, like spritzing it with water. Yeah, with just a sprinkle. Definitely. Okay, let's ink everything. Let's ink the edges. This is going to be so cute. Okay, I'll kind of pre-assemble so that I know where everything goes. Make sure I got the colors right because there's a lot of pieces. Can you believe there's a hair on there? I believe it. There is a hair that went right down the center. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, that's, yeah. There we go. Okay. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to scooch this up and we're going to take things off and set them to the side. And that way, and then we'll ink our things. I'm thinking what I'm going to do. Maybe just the edges, maybe not the chickens. Okay, that and this and these guys, these little things. I'm just going to set them on top. Just making sure I did everything the correct color, because guess what? Now is the time to do it rather than when I'm assembling it. Okay. So now I'm sure now they tell us there's not laundry service because they don't really want us to use the laundry service there with at the convent. But if there was an emergency, then possibly. But usually I wash things in the shower. I use my shampoo because washing it with the detergent with my hands is just kind of a pain in the butt because my hands get all dried up. And when I've taken the detergent sheets before, it doesn't work as well. So I just use my shampoo. And I know that I can be around the shampoo. I'm not using something that's different. Okay, there we go. All right. So, yep, I have everything packed. Well, even in the one with my clothes, I have my sleeping bag liner. So you sleep inside this netting because at night and there's a netting over your bed, but you sleep inside a netting that you spray with bug spray, and then you usually have a netting over your head. Although I couldn't do it. I'm bringing one this time though, just in case. Yeah, you really don't want to get bit by mosquitoes. They do carry bacteria. They can cause malaria. I'm not able to take the medication for it. I'm not able to pre-medicate for malaria. So the problem is that you have to have mosquito repellent on all the time. So you're constantly, I bought some travel ones to take with me to spray, like as soon as I get out of the van. You wouldn't spray inside the van because there's other people in there, but I brought travel ones with me to take and have when we get out of at each village, because you don't want to get bit by mosquitoes. Mosquitoes do carry malaria because they bite an infected person and then they bite the next person and they infect them. So that's something that you have to be concerned about. And because I had a reaction to the medication last time, I can't ever take it again. So, okay, look how cute that is. This is going to be so cute. And then there's going to be a bow. So I'm not sure if it's the bow color that I want, but it will be cute. I don't want to do my letters. I want them to just kind of stand out, I think, or maybe just a touch, just barely the edges. Just barely. Now, if I could, oh, you know what I need to do is my B12. I need to double my B12 for the next few days. And just, a lot of times people will get a B12 shot. When you go camping in Idaho, they would get a B12 shot from their doctor. B12 helps keep the mosquitoes away. There's just something about it. Anybody else ever hear about that? Okay. All right. We're getting there. So anyways, if you guys are just hopping on, I did have good news. Tara, my daughter-in-law, is not moving. Yay. I was not looking forward to her moving because I knew that she wouldn't be able to drive back and forth every day for work. And I really need her to help me. I enjoy her being here. I know some people may not get along with their daughter-in-law, but I love, both of my daughter-in-laws are wonderful. And my daughter too, but anyways, I am so happy that she's not moving. Yay. Happy, happy, happy day. So they did go look at houses up in Ramona. They found some really fun houses up there. I know, it's such good news. Such good news. I love it. I'm just so happy. I had already made a plan. I'm like, okay, so we're gonna downsize the business just a little bit because I won't be able to do it all. I'm not gonna bring in a new person and train them because I only have another, how many years left that I'm gonna keep doing this. Okay, I hope that I have a little oopsie here. Let me just touch it up before I do this. I got some blue on there, so let me just dry it really quickly. Evidently, the blue wasn't dry. Okay, there we go. So I just touched it up. Yes. I mean, I think it would be lonely here with just me. I have worked by myself for a long time, but it's nice to have somebody here during the day. We don't talk all day long, but it's funny because we'll catch up on things with the kids and things that's going on and bounce ideas off of each other and talk about the upcoming monthly kits and the craft shows and all of that. And then yesterday she had so much fun seeing when the puppy came to visit because of her having one of the puppies, and she's like, oh my gosh, she's so much bigger than Snoopy. So her dog, I'm kind of convinced that maybe the puppies had different fathers, because you know that when dogs get pregnant that they can actually have different fathers within the same litter. And with a dog living on the streets like Sophie was, it absolutely is a chance that happened, because I look at the puppies and Snoopy has the shortest little legs. And then Oreo's tall and bulky. And Gus, who my friend Darlene Keegan has up in Upland, she has Gus. And Gus is very tall and lanky. So his legs are very long and skinny. He has a small body, skinny body. And then the other one I haven't been able to keep up with. She's not really one to be chatty, and I've sent her messages, but I haven't heard back. So the other one, which we always called Olaf, we haven't been able to keep track of him. I'm hoping that she'll respond, because it is their birthday soon. It is their birthday on Friday. They'll be 1 year old. Can you believe it? The puppies are 1 year old on Friday. We had so much fun with the little puppies. They were just a joy, I don't like bringing puppies into the world, but the world brought the puppies to me. So the fact that Sophie was pregnant when we got her, and we had no idea. We had no idea that she was pregnant. It was just the craziest thing. I tell the story about her. We thought she was Chloe, and we shaved her down, and she wasn't Chloe, but we loved her and we kept her. And then I was like, she was so thin, and we fed her and we're getting her. I'm like, oh, we're doing such a great job. But here's what I thought, guys. And I tell this story all the time. We were doing such a good job putting some weight on her. And then one day, Tara and I look over and she's walking through the shop and we're like, is she waddling? I just love this story. Sophie has the best story, guys. Sophie just has the best story ever. It's just meant to be. Just meant to be. Okay, putting some glue in a little thing, and we're going to get this all glued together. I know, they're one already. It's so funny. Okay. Looking for a sponge. Here's one. I'm just going to cut the end off. I use my sponges over and over, but I just cut the end off that has the tape, and I mean, not the tape, the glue. And that way it's a fresh sponge. Okay. So I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. Okay. Yep. Okay. Let's just start with the center on this one. Most of these pieces, I don't have to use the sponge. Now, there's going to be some other little quilt pattern things coming out that are farmhouse that are super fun and cute. I just haven't had time to cut everything, you know. Maybe today Tara can cut some things for me. Maybe today. We'll see how orders are for her. I am getting the window boxes made. So I have this idea, guys. You know the window boxes, and they're so cute. I painted some up the other day. Take the window boxes. Some people are going, what's your window box? I'm going to take the window boxes to my craft show. And, oh, did my pictures didn't upload to the, oh, maybe one did. But you've already seen that one. But that will help. That'll give you an idea of what it is. So this is the one that is the B one. You've already seen this, but this is the window box. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to take about 20 of the window boxes, that's the background, to my craft show, and then take inserts for people to purchase, because people love changeables. They do, but at my craft show, it's a new thing. So I have a friend who does the bears that has the changeable clothes, so it's kind of similar idea to that. I think people will understand the idea, and if I have it there and I have all the things next to it, then they'll understand. But I've been working on the inserts for that. And, oops, trying to put myself back in the corner. There we go. So I've been working on the inserts for that. And there's some new ones. And they are posted, but they're so cute. They are so cute. So there's a Halloween one. And what else is there that's new? Coffee. There's a coffee one that's new. That was super cute. Just there was an Easter one. I didn't get that one done yet. But what do you guys think? If you were at a craft show and you saw the window box and you were a regular craft show customer, would you think, oh gosh, I got to start collecting these? That's what I'm hoping, because maybe some of my craft show people are on here that can comment. I just think it's a fun idea. So I don't want to take up a ton of my booth, but it probably would take up like a small section where I would have to put the window boxes and have them, they would come with one insert. So the window box with one insert, and then I would have hanging next to it in Ziplocs with it stuck to the cardboard. I would have all the additional, so they could buy additional ones for other seasons. And then every craft show just have them. I'm just thinking start with 20. So I think it's a fun idea to have them there pre-painted. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, we got to do this one because we got to string it together. And then we have to do this one because we have to put the stand on the back of it. We'll do that next. Let's do this one because the stand goes on the back of it. All right. Hi, Chris. How are you? We are just gluing together everything that we just got done painting. We painted up. Oh, guess what? I didn't go all the way to the edge. That's so funny. I think it's because I thought that there was something there. I need to fix that. For some reason, I thought there was... that there was like a roof to the side. So I'm just going to touch that up and then we'll ink the edge here as soon as I dry it. Isn't that funny? I just looked at it and I assumed, oh, there's a roof that goes there. There's not. There's not a roof that goes there. Let's ink that before we get everything glued to it. Thank you. It's the farmhouse one. Oops, I was trying to go in. Oh, wrong way. Darlene, hello. Look how cute they are. Let me move that so there's no shadow. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, countdown has begun. So today's Tuesday. I have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning. I leave for 9 days. Hello. That's a long time. 9 days is a long time for me to be gone from you guys. I'm going to miss you. I have withdrawals for my puppies too. I definitely will miss my puppies. It's funny because I think they're preparing because they've been sleeping with my husband a lot at night and not with me. I think that when they see those suitcases come out, they start to panic. I usually don't bring the suitcases out until like a couple days before, but I really needed to, plan ahead because I knew that my schedule was going to be really busy this week with paperwork. I have to get all my billing done before I leave, and I have to get it done and to my boss, and then he has to go over it. I have to make sure that I don't have to make changes. So I have to have it to him 2 days before I leave. So I'll be working on it today, getting everything done, getting all my ducks in a row, because you know what? I don't like to leave anybody in a lurch. You know, I like to make sure all my stuff's done. I got an audit completed last night. Working on other stuff for our CPA. Just, you know, just all the things. Doing all the things, guys. Look at how cute that is. Okay, so it does have a thing that goes on the back so that it stands. So does the farmhouse word. So I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to glue this on so that it can stay. So this goes on first. Who's on first? Oh, I need to plug in the glue gun too, because I'll have to glue the bow on. Okay, there's that. And then a little bit of glue down the center. Doesn't need a ton. So this is the little stand. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna leave that. It'll be dry here in a second. Let me plug in the glue gun. Let me move all the raffia that's next to it. What is the temperature like in Africa right now? Oh, interesting question. I think that it's in the 80s, but I looked like a couple of months ago. Let me look on my phone, because I think I had one of the Africa cities on my phone right now. It's nighttime over there at the moment, I believe. Oops, wrong one. Let me look and see what my phone says. I was trying to bring it up. Guess what? It's not. It didn't stay. It didn't stay. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Let's see. Weather in Africa today. Okay. 86, 75, 90. It depends on what part. So yeah, and you know what? I'm used to that though, because I'm here in San Diego. So I'm used to the high, and it's not really humid. It's very dry. It's very dry where they're at. So you sweat a ton. Usually you are in a when we go back and forth to the villages, you're in a van that is not air conditioned. The air conditioning is opening the window. So go back like 30 years to when you were a kid and you opened up the window. I remember our first car that my mom and dad had air conditioning in. Do you guys remember your mom and dad's first car? It was so exciting. I'm like, oh my gosh, we have air conditioning. Yeah, so yeah, the van, just go faster. Then we have our air conditioning. So for me, it won't be a problem. For some people, they're going to have a problem, because most of the people that are going, the majority of them live on the East Coast where it's cold. They're coming from snow, and I'm coming from it's hot here already. Okay, I need to make sure I'm doing the right. I think, okay, let's see. Yeah, so I'm used to it. I think it didn't affect me as much as others. And I also, you make sure that you stay hydrated. So I have hydration powder. I have really good hydration powder, guys. When I'm back, after I make sure that it works for me over there, I'm going to promote it to you guys because it's natural. It is sweetened with fruit. It doesn't have stevia in it. I know some of you guys are like me and you can't have stevia and you can't have monk fruit, and it's sweetened with just fruit. So I like that. I like the fact that it is just sweetened with the fruit. And if I want to add some sugar, if it's too tart for me, I can just add a little packet of sugar. And if I need some caffeine, I have little packets of iced tea mix. And I'll just mix one of those packets in with it. They will provide us with cases and cases and cases and cases. Did I say cases? Of water that is purified. So we will each have an entire case of water for ourselves in our room. And if we need more, there's always some in the van. It's not cold. That's okay. But water is water, right? So, okay, that's so cute. So this has the thing on the back of it too. I'm kind of worried about it because I thought it was going to be too tall, but actually it just goes right there. So, yeah, I'm excited to go and to serve, and it's going to be different than last time, and we get to go to church with them. Kind of excited about that because I haven't been to too many different churches in my life. You know, I was raised in the Mormon church, and I haven't been to church in many, many moons. The last time that I probably went to church was for a funeral. Honestly, that's just, you know, not everybody goes to church every Sunday. That's not the way that I live my life. I serve my fellow man, and I'm a good person, but I just don't choose to go. That's my life right now. Who knows? Might change sometime. Okay, there's that. I'm going to put a little bow on there. I'm going to put my glue, my lid on my glue. And I'm going to tie a bow. All right, so I feel like, you know, church doesn't make the person. The person is either a good person or not a good person. And people that go to church every week doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to go to heaven any faster than somebody that doesn't. If you're a bad person, well, you know where you're going. But if you're a good person, I just, in my opinion, it doesn't matter that you don't go every week, as long as you're living the principles of the Bible, and doing good to your fellow man and living an honest life, then that's what counts to me. Everybody has their own opinion, but that's how I live my life, you know. So just always doing the right thing. So integrity, doing the right thing when no one is even watching, right? Always doing the right thing. Okay. There we go. There's a little bow. That's the last time you're in church. Yeah, exactly. So, oh yeah, the hydration powder is really important to use for your body. Excuse me. I have even been realizing that I need it here. And the last 2 days that I used it at night, I didn't need my caffeine. Is that funny? I know. I guess I should look at it. Some of them that had caffeine in them. But I was like, wow, I just feel so good from it. Okay, just hot gluing that on there. And then we're going to assemble this. And then we're going to get our little bench over here. You choose to go to church, but you pray. Yes. So, and yeah, absolutely. So, sorry, I need some water. I have many, many friends that go to church every week, and I love them, and I admire that they can do that and get up every Sunday and do that, and my family too. So my family prays for me that someday that I'll go every week. But I am not dissing anybody. I'm just saying what I do. That's all. Because you know what? You got to do what's best for you and your family. Okay, so for some people, it's not the right thing. For other people, it's the only thing that kept their life together. So we are all different, and we shouldn't judge anyone for doing what they do, right? No judging here. Okay, I have two of the little stands. They just slide together, okay? the little easels, they come with this. And this is going to go in one. This is going to go in one. These guys are going to stand up because they have their little stand. And then we're going to string this together. Exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So it's okay. You know, and you know what I'm going to do? I had some problems the other day with this not stringing together. I am just going to put some glue on the end of this, and I just sit there and I just get it to where it is like a shoelace end. And then I'm going to grab something for my fingers and get the glue off. That's right. That's right. Exactly. So thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. I have my people from my church still, they come and visit me because that's just what they do. And I am fine with that. I respect them. I have no problem with them doing that. Okay. Gonna get this through here. I go to the back and then I come up the front and then I'm going to pull it all the way down. I'm going to end up bringing in the little bench and we'll figure out how long does it need to be, because when I try to eyeball it, I'm wrong. It's either too short or way too long. So I always grab my bench and I figure out what is the length of this supposed to be. I hear a puppy outside my door. I heard the jingle jangle of the collar. Someone's out there waiting for me. It's probably Darcy. Darcy's so funny. She waits outside the bathroom for me. It's like, I am here. I'm not going anywhere. She was so interested in Oreo yesterday. She barked and she barked. She was like, oh my gosh, there's a visitor here. Okay, so I have it all threaded together, just down, up, and then look at how cute that is, but we don't know how long it needs to be. So let's move all of our stuff. Let's bring in our cute bench, and yes, this bench is on my website. So here's what we do, guys. We bring it in. Okay, I can go out a little bit so you can see more. And then it hangs up here at the top, goes around here. And then I want it to just hang fairly close to the top because all the other stuff is going to be on here. So I'm going to tie a little knot. And so it's just like a little slip knot. You know how like when you go like this and then you just put it inside itself and tie a little slip knot? That's all it is, just like that. Okay, and then I just cut fairly close and hang it on there and hope that it didn't go too low. A lot of times I'm like, okay, so that's perfect right there. So then I can stand this up and we'll put everything on it. But here, let me put you up to myself right now. Are you going to make a box, or whether we can find one that the door inserts will fit in? Maybe I'll find a box. Maybe I'll find a box that the door inserts can go in, because that's a great idea. Yeah. Okay. Let me put you up to me and we'll stand this up. I know you need something for him to go in for sure. So maybe the box would be a good thing. Okay. So here's our little bench. I do sell the bench at the craft show. I sell them for $24.99. Okay, that's probably not enough for all the work. Okay, and then let's assemble this. So let's put this little barn up here, and then farmhouse. It's like got all the jute on it. Let's see, farmhouse can go like that. It's hard for me to look backwards. And then I'm looking to see on my sample how they did it, because I thought it was really cute. This can go right here, and then this right here, just like that. So you have your little display. You can put it on a tiered tray set. It's actually technically a tiered tray set, but it's great for this. Isn't it cute? Let me go in a little bit closer for you guys. How fun! I love it. I think it turned out adorable. I love the colors. So the colors actually worked really good. And you can move things around. Like if you don't want this up here, then you just swap it out and I would go over here because this is short. I think that's why that's up there, because the barn is tall. But you just move it around however you want it. You can put it on a tiered tray set. If you have one of the round tiered trays, you can definitely put it on that. But I really like the little benches. I think they're great. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and thank you for the idea, Jenny, about a box to put all the things in, because yes, we need a container. I will figure out the sizing and figure out what size box it would take. Like, even if it's just a regular box. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, let me go out a little bit so you can see my face. Okay, guys, thanks for being here. I'm so glad it worked. Yesterday was a little bit of a nightmare for technology around this house. It was hard for me to do my job too, because I log into QuickBooks and yeah, with it just kept going out, so I had to wait. But hope you guys have a fantastic day. It is Tuesday already. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I love you all so much. This is available. Let me give you the link for this. I didn't do that yet. Let me give you the link for this so that you have it. It is super cute. It is on sale right now. So we're having this sale over in our Shopify website. And this is under, Darlene, where'd you put it? It's going to be under Everyday, probably. Nope, Farmhouse, probably. Farmhouse. Did I put under Farmhouse? Hello, let me find it for you. Farmhouse. Okay, now I get to take a picture. So, oh gosh, things kept popping up. Okay, I get to take a picture, yay. But let me put this here. Here's the link for this. If you want to purchase that, it is right here. And if you ever need a link for something, just let me know. I can always give it to you. There you go. Thank you. I think it's super cute. There's other stuff that will go with this. So there's the leaning ladder blocks. So we have that, and I have a cute little sign for it to go in. And then there's also more just quilt blocks. There's 4 different patterns. And there will be an insert for the window box that matches the same stuff. So lots more fun things coming up. I can't wait. All right, I love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow.